Hey everyone, and welcome to the second part of the Dear Esther playthrough. Just to remind you though, this isn't the only content that I'll be doing, it's just something else. So somebody who watched our previous video in part 1 of the playthrough, where we saw this light in this cave, said there was some sort of like a ghostly spectral figure that can be visible. It may be that I kind of thought I saw something last time but couldn't quite make it out, and it's gone now, but I'm gonna come back up here and just see if I can spot anything. But yeah, that light that I saw last time, it looks like it's gone. And can I see anything in there? No. And it almost appears brighter now as well. Okay, so let's head down the hill and see what we can find. So my conclusion so far is I may be a ghost, or I'm definitely here on my own, or recently died here. It looks like maybe I'm some sort of a writer or something. Possibly I'm ill. I thought, you know, there were ultrasound pictures printed out in the hut that I was living in. And those ultrasound pictures either could be maybe of an unborn child that I had, and my wife died in that car crash that seems to have happened somewhere between Bristol and Exeter. And that's why I'm so upset. Maybe those ultrasound pictures were of a baby, or maybe they're part of like a scan of my body where I figured I was dying or something. So, yeah. Either I'm dead or I'm dying, or I'm here to kill myself. I appear to be alone-ish. And there's a cave down there.
What to make of Donnelly, the laudanum and the syphilis? It is clearly not how he began, but I've been unable to discover if the former was a result of his visiting the island or the force that drove him here. For the syphilis, a drunk driver smashing his insides into a pulp as he stumbled these paths, I can only offer my empathy. We're all victims of our age. My disease is the internal combustion engine and the cheap fermentation of yeast.
So he's saying his disease is obviously cheap alcohol, and
They found Jakobsen in early spring. The thaw had only just come. Even though he'd been dead nearly 7 months, his body had been frozen right down to the nerves and had not even begun to decompose. All around him, small flowers were reaching for the weak sun. The goats had adjusted happily to life without a shepherd and were grazing freely about the valley. Donnelly reports they hurled the body in fear and disgust down the shaft, but I cannot corroborate this story.
so that shaft that we looked at before clearly belonged to the shepherd, I guess. See, I'm thinking I'm an alcoholic, I killed somebody maybe in a car accident, or at least it looks like maybe I'm an alcoholic now, and the combustion engine is my enemy because some drunk killed my wife, or somebody killed my wife, or I don't know. So trying to figure out the plot as we go, and that's part of the adventure of this game, I think.
Climbing down to the caves, I slipped and fell and have injured my leg. I think the femur is broken. It is clearly infected. The skin has turned a bright, tight pink, and the pain is crashing in on waves, winter tides against my shoreline, drowning out the ache of my stones. I struggled back to the bothy to rest, but it has become clear that there is only one way this is likely to end. The medical supplies I looted from the trawler have suddenly found their purpose. They will keep me lucid for my final ascent.
So before I go in that cave, I'm going to have a look around down here. This is strange. Obviously, I haven't done anything that indicates that I'm injured now, but maybe I've already been injured and I'm dying or dead and I'm revisiting. I don't know. What is down here? Whoa, whoa, whoa! Oh my god, man. For whatever reason, I thought that was a person. Okay, my clothes here. Is this where I fell? I don't know why, but at an instance, I thought that was somebody like crawling, knelt down. Obviously not. So let's go look in that cave. So I clearly lit these candles, so I've been here before. So look down here, I guess.
Donnelly's addiction is my one true constant. Even though I wake in false dawns and find the landscape changing, flowing inconstantly through my tears, I know his reaching is always upon me.
So there goes my light. So is this where I fell before when my guy was talking about having fallen and broken his legs? That's very pretty. Okay, I'm coming to the conclusion that I'm definitely dead. I'm gonna take a quick look here, because that looks kind of like the main area that I want to go, and I want to explore all other areas possible. And I think the water looks really nice. Okay. Don't want to fall down there.
I first saw him sat by the side of the road. I was waiting for you to be cut out of the wreckage. The car looked like it had been dropped from a great height. The guts of the engine spilled over the tarmac, like water underground.
Him being the other driver, I suppose. Yeah, that definitely looks like circuitry. So all these things are like circuitry and chemistry stuff, which some of you guys have fed back in the comments of the last video. So I've come back to where I was before. That's not good. So I looked over there, and I went left, and I went around and came back. So, and I got confused a bit there. So let's fully explore up here. I guess I'm gonna go down. You know, this is, I think, considered an indie title, but when you look at the water effects and just like even just how they position the first candle in the tunnel and just the way that the impact of falling into that water, this does use the Unreal Engine, which many other games do, but that's just, I feel like they've put an incredible amount of detail and emphasis on each part of this that, you know, big AAA titles still don't manage to get to this level, really. I'm impressed. You know, most other games have points where you fall into water, and you know, you get the whole bubbles and everything, but you don't feel it like you felt that then. So, obviously I can't go down here. So it looks like I'm going to that red light. Oh, that looks like blood to me. Maybe it's meant to be the light, but it looks like blood. So I have to duck through this. So all of the ducking happens automatically. Oh, that looks nice. Okay.
I am traveling through my own body, following the line of infection from the shattered femur towards the heart. I swallow fistfuls of painkillers to stay lucid. In my delirium, I see the twin lights of the moon and the Ariel shining to me through the rocks.
So I think the intention is for me to go up. But I want to explore all that I can down here, see if I can learn anything else before I go up there. So let's take a look. So I don't feel like there's going to be anything down there, honestly. So I'm going to head on up now. For me, when I play games and it's silent like this and they have this kind of soundtrack in the background, that evokes a lot more emotion and immersion into a game than some heavy drum and bass electronic music whilst I'm blowing people away. Although that has its place and I appreciate the aspects of that, but this does a lot more for me, honestly. Okay, that looks like a new kind of sparkliness. What is that? The light is coming from up there.
I will hold the hand you offered to me, from the summit down to this well, into the dark waters where the small flowers creep for the sun. Headlights are reflected in your retinas, moonlit in the shadow of the crematorium chimney.
Yeah, I think all of these drawings, and the candles are of things that I've done past. Behold Damascus, maybe? Don't know what that says. Forsaken? Don't know. So it's away from being a city, maybe? That's what it looks like to me. And it shall be a ruinous keep, I think. Okay, so the environment's subtly changing again. Looks like jellyfish tentacles. Okay, swim time. No, that's what it looks like. So, supposedly I'm doing this with a shattered femur, with bad infection, drugged up on painkillers. I'm impressed. I'm not sure I'd be able to do this. Well, I know I wouldn't be able to do this perfectly healthy. Acts 22 to 0. Well, I guess I'm going down. Oh, wow, okay. So yeah, little bit of information. I actually live in Bristol, so chances are I've been on this part of the motorway, as we call it in the UK, where this accident has happened. So this could be where she was cut out. The door. It looks like they've cut that, and the door's off. So this is maybe where my wife was, perhaps. This is where possibly the drunk guy was. Guess I'll try and leave here. This looks like an eye. Okay, so we have a tent here. This is my tent. It's nighttime now. I'm gonna go left first. So there's something up over there in the center of my view.
The moon over the Sanford Junction, headlights in your retinas. Donnelly drove a grey hatchback without a bottom. All the creatures of the tarmac rose to sing to him. All manner of symbols crudely scrawled across the cliff face of my unrest. My life reduced to an electrical diagram. All my gulls have taken flight. They will no longer roost on these outcrops. The lure of the moon over the Sanford Junction is too strong.
Okay. That wasn't the right move, obviously. Kind of would have rather go up there, but press on. Still can't make out what that is. All the candles everywhere, even up there.
I returned home with a pocket full of stolen ash. Half of it fell out of my coat and vanished into the car's upholstery, but the rest I carefully stowed away in a box I kept in a drawer by the side of my bed. It was never intended as a meaningful act, but over the years it became a kind of talisman. I'd sit still, quite still for hours, just holding the diminishing powder in my palm and noting its smoothness. In time, we will all be worn down into granules, washed into the sea and dispersed.
And I'll take a quick look up here. I'm wondering if maybe even I was the driver who killed somebody, and I wasn't invited to go to the cremation, and I went and stole something, and... Oh, okay. So this is maybe... Oh God. Clearly this is the painkillers, but what have I been up to? What have I got a defib here, and... Okay. I want to head a little bit further back towards where we came from to see if there's any other items like that in the lights. I expect not, but... I would have been disappointed if I hadn't seen that. Okay, looks like we've got something else here. Photographs of the car, the wreckage. Okay. Whoa! Okay. What the heck is that? That is not... That's someone. Man, I shit you not, I have goosebumps right now. What in... Okay, I'm gonna... Oh, God. I don't want to go back the other way. I don't want to go this way. What the heck is that? It's sort of disappearing. Oh my God. Ugh. Still up there. That was not there before. Well, I'm not going to go in there just yet. If ever. Okay, I think I can look in here. I think that's... No, I will go back there actually. So what is in here? Bits of a car. There's a door here, and you'll remember that one of the vehicles that we were looking at in the underwater motorway scene was a car that had no door. So have we gone past this antenna? I want to see it. I don't think I've missed it. Anything in here? Okay, yep. Who is that? What is that? Is that her or someone? I can't even make out a face. Oh gosh, I heard a noise. There's gonna be someone in here with me. Don't even want to look. Okay. I'm even afraid to turn around now because there's some silhouette or something. Ugh, man, that really shook me. That really, really did.
There were chemical diagrams on the posters on the walls on the waiting room. It seemed appropriate at the time. Still life abstractions of the processes which had already begun to break down your nerves and your muscles in the next room. I crammed diazepam as I once crammed for chemistry examinations. I am revising my options for a long and happy life.
Alright folks, I think I'm going to call it for there, and join me next time as we try and figure out what the heck has been going on in Dear Esther.